In 1994, a little baby was 6 months old called Dorah, and she was left alone in a shack, and a candle fell over and she was terribly burnt.
My name is Mitchelle and this is Dorah. We are at Children of Fire, so we are going to be doing some exercises, so stay tuned.
She had lost her eyelids, her nose, she had a hole in her forehead, she was burned on her chest, and gradually all her fingers fell off.
And tickly over there!
So I went to visit her in hospital with my little son Tristan and his friend Torbega, who I was also helping to raise at that time. And I realized the first day they went to meet her that they had never met someone disabled before.
I will stop to see if she wants more or she wants it to be done. So now she's bouncing, meaning she wants more.
And at that stage, Dorah's face was entirely open. So there was no covering on her eyeballs. And her nose was just a pink triangle. And her mouth was open as if in a scream. But they got to know her. And we realized she had no one else, so we kept visiting her. Until one time, a nurse called Marina Rolls telephoned me and she said, "You know they're going to cut out her eyes." And I said, "Why?" And she said, "Because the dressings are too expensive, medical dressings." And I said, "But they can't do that." So I opposed the doctors. They said, "Well, who are you?" And I said, "I'm someone who knows her better than you do because I spend more time with her." And to cut that long story short, they basically said, "Well, then you have her if you think you can do better." And that was interesting because I was a foreigner and I was not a doctor. I wrote an article in a local newspaper and people got angry because they said I had politicized the issue. And then I wrote an article in the Times of London on the 16th of December 1997. And then 2,000 people wrote me letters. Little boys, Boy Scouts, Cubs, whatever. They sent in their 10 pence and their 20 pence. And lots of people reached out because they knew someone for whom a little bit of sight was vital. Or they knew someone who'd been badly burned. Or they knew someone with a link to Africa.
So we have to decide. When she say fast, we roll the board faster, and when she says slow, we push it a little bit slower. Dorah, do you want to go fast or slow? Fast. Okay.
And people suggested I should take her to see Mr. Richard Collin, a doctor at Moorfields Eye Hospital in London. And that's really how a big adventure began.
Do you want more or finished? Finished. Okay, if you want finished, stand up.
Dorah is now 26 years old and part of my family. And her life will always be complicated. And people are deeply, deeply prejudiced against disability and disfigurement.
Come.
Other people,
That's good.
they need to look at themselves. They will say, "Oh, I couldn't work with such children." But they could be burned.
Can you feel the grass? Can you feel it?
It's not just poor people that get burned. It's not just poor people whose houses burn down. It's not just poor people who are attacked. So people need to look inside their souls, because if they have ugly souls, they will see ugliness in the burned children. But if they have beautiful souls, they will know how wonderful each of the children are that we help.
Dorah, more finished. I can't hear you. Oh yeah. Okay, can you move to the center? Again. Okay, let's go. Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O, and on that farm he had some cows. up. Okay, now you can see she didn't stand up. That means she still wants more. So we are going to do more of what we're doing.
This is just a little example of where we have helped. Not every person on this picture has had surgery from us, but most of them. All of them have had advice and therapy and assistance. The burns injuries, 1 in 3 are intentional, because people hurt the poorest, the youngest, the weakest. They go and burn someone's house just because they can. There is so much anger in the world that my task will never be finished.
Down the stairs. Down, down, down the stairs.
I've noticed that she has progressed so much in terms of like climbing up and down the stairs on her own. She doesn't need help a lot. And the other thing I have noticed that she's now capable of navigating the environment. Way! That's good. You made it. That's good. That was nice. Shows she has expressions like the happy expressions more when she's doing her exercises. So yeah, that's me and Dorah. She loves swinging a lot, so now we are taking her to the swing so that she'll spend some time there, and from there then we can take her to do other things. It's very motivating, and yeah, I invite all of you to join us.
So I really need someone else to take over, because I'm getting old. So if someone watching this video has a passion to help badly burned children have a better quality of life, no, they are not victims, they are survivors, and they will go on through life to become doctors and engineers and plumbers and teachers. Not all of them. I even had one who went to prison, and that's a story for another day. But these children, if you love them, if you see beyond their scars, they can do anything. They've climbed the top of Kilimanjaro. They've climbed the top of Mount Cameroon. They can do anything. Thank you.